content for another day as well. So yeah, we're gonna have a look at this. Looks like we've had quite a bit of uptick going on over here. It's like this little guy is getting ready, starting to pop up some new leaves. I got some of the littler sundew that are getting ready to go up here. This guy's actually dying off on some of his leaves, so I'll have to take care of him. I gave everyone a haircut on Thursday, and even still we're gonna have to do another one here probably coming up in a little bit. This one here, the leaves that had cheese on them were dying, but otherwise it's growing up pretty good. Let's get this leaf up here so I can get some sun in the morning. Yeah, by usually by noon, well, not by noon, usually by 2 o'clock in the afternoon, Central Time, of course, the only real time zone. We've already got everything in the shade, but it all seems to be growing. So this guy's gonna flower. This one here is gonna flower too, so check that out. Is this one flowering too? No, this one's not flowering yet, but he's working on it. This one over the top. Survived the attack, is doing okay here. I'm gonna replant him in the middle so the taproot can go. I gotta weed this guy. What the hell do I have weeds in here? How are they growing in this stuff? That's what I can't figure out. This is supposed to be so nutrient poor, nothing will grow in there, but here I am getting weeds. Let's get that crap out of there. Not that it has to really compete for any nutrients in the soil because it's peat moss, but yeah, that guy goes. We got one little guy here that's trying. He's got some leaves in his pot, but he's trying real hard. Another one there that's doing good. Yeah, most of my sundews are doing really good, but sundews, of course, are a weed where they grow naturally. So to cultivate them means that they're very easy to go. My Ellis's sundew, however, as you can see here, are all flowering. They've all got huge flower stalks on them comparatively. I do want to get these guys, like I said earlier, dug out, but I'm going to need a new flat for them. I need 2 new flats at this point. But I mean, yeah, they're flowering. So we'll go ahead and check that out there. Those are going to pop up some really nice flowers. But I do want to get them all into individual pots there, so when they do pop out and grow, they'll spread out again. Looks like, yeah, they are definitely growing. I need more peat moss then, of course. This Venus flytrap is not doing real well here. He's trying to hang on. Looks like he might be trying to, yeah, I got another leaf down here. So he's going to try and shoot up some new leaves, but I don't know if it's going to make it or not, so we'll see on that one there. Another sundew that's pushing a new leaf off. That Venus flytrap is doing fairly well for how small it is. It's got a nice big open trap. It's about to pop another one up, and looks like there may be a couple new leaves coming up onto the bottom. My butterworts are doing great. Almost looks like they're trying to be in dormancy right now, which drives me nuts because they stayed out of dormancy all dormant time. But they're pushing off new nice coiled leaves, getting ready to go. It's kind of exciting to see, because as soon as they come out of dormancy, they're going to start shooting up flowers too. That Venus flytrap is... So I'll give him another trim in just a bit to see if it throws some new growth up. This one looks like it's dying, but I got new leaves on this one here. You can see that one down there, brand new leaf. So it's popping up new stuff. So I mean, the roots in the base are good, so that one's going to wind up being good. I got more butterworts that are growing and doing well. Once they start grouping off, and oh, I got a baby sundew in there too. Yeah, but once these guys just start grouping off and splitting off, I am going to take some time and I'm going to sell some butterworts this year. So if you're interested in one of those, let me know. They'll be $7 a pop, but they are multiplying readily at the roots, so I'm pretty excited for that. Like, we got another big flower stalk on the Venus flytrap, so that one's doing well. The plant, the base plant, you can tell how much energy it takes for a base plant on a Venus flytrap to put flowers up, but I'm going to try and breed them off flowers this year, so I'm going to let them go. We got more little butterworts here getting ready to come out. Another Venus flytrap that I'm not sure, he's kind of in the middle if he's going to make it or not. He had traps and he trapped some stuff, but I don't know. And another big flower stalk one there. I'm so excited to show you guys these when they flower. And he's got new leaves coming out. That's the healthiest one right there. Out of the whole garden, that is the healthiest one. This one here is trying. He's not doing too well, but he's trying. Let's see, what else do we have over here? I'm gonna have to trim this flower stalk because that one's not gonna make it. Other than that, looks like the one that I thought was done. We have a success story off of that one. It was just about dead, but it's gonna make it now. So this one here lost almost all of his leaves except for the one that has something in there currently, but I think he'll start pushing off new guys as well. Looks like there's some ones that tried to grow but died in the process. I got another big flower stalk one here that's got some new leaves coming off of there. More sundew and more sundew flower. Let's see if we can get him. Yep, you see that little hairy guy down in the back there? Yep, that's a new flower. So he's going to push one off. Let's see. Another sundew with a little bit of prey on him. I just gave these guys a spritz of fertilizer too. You got to spray them because you can't do it through the roots because they're not accustomed to taking nutrients in through the roots. Just water. So I gave them all a little spritz of it's a Maxi fertilizer and a little spray bottle I got from Walgreens, where the pump is actually going to shit, so I'm gonna have to replace this one here in a bit. But yeah, just a little spritz on the leaves and they'll keep growing. Another big flower stalk guy there with some nice wide open traps. I'm not sure if this this trap here is getting ready to go or not, because it's kind of faded in color on the inside, so I'm not sure if it's going to do that or not. This one's doing well. Perfect. I got the little baby one there that I don't know if he's going to grow or not. He's trying. And I got new leaves coming off here, so this one might actually grow. We'll check that out here coming up. Another little flower stalk on a less healthy plant, but it's trying. This one here, I had to cut the flower off and I've got one good healthy leaf, but I'm not sure if it's going to make it or not. So we'll keep an eye on that through the weeks, because yeah, I do plan on keeping on doing this every week here for you guys. Little one here, again, I don't know if it's going to make it or not. Looks like all the leaves died off, and I don't know if it just couldn't get any moisture in there, but I'm going to keep an eye on this one too, because just from seeing some of the other ones that passed, that they're pushing leaves off now. If this guy will start pushing off leaves too, so. And this one here has got a fresh leaf on, so yeah, looks like the carnivores are going to do good. You come over here, and I popped some holes in the top of the jar that I'm using to try and propagate new guys here. I actually have some that are sprouting in here, so I'll have some baby sundews. Yeah, it's just float some sundew leaves in some distilled water and they'll start shooting off sprouts. Like I said, they are a weed. There too. Like I said, I can't figure out how these plants are growing in this medium because it's supposed to be nutrient poor. And the wasps are coming in to come and try and drink out of the soil over there, so it's kind of interesting the fact that they all come over there to try and drink out of the soil, because that way they don't have to land in the water to drink. So, and I mean, it's always moist over there, so get off of there. We come over here. I don't want to let these get too big because they hurt like hell when you try and pull them if they're too big. But I do have some peppers that are starting to come, so that's pretty exciting. Pretty pumped for that. I didn't think this one was going to actually grow anything, but it just started pushing pepper plants off. So this one is still not pushing anything out. So that is my pickles, or my cucumbers rather. My chives grass, this one is not doing real well. My carrots, on the other hand, are growing like just. I moved it so it got some more sun. It's not doing too well, but I'm going to try and see if I can get that one saved. I don't know if it's just obstructed on the roots or what's going on there, but I'm going to try and save this one here. My habanero plant, however, it looked like it was dead this morning. I actually came out and looked and it was all wilted completely to the ground. And I didn't water yesterday, which, as hot as it was, I should have. But, I mean, this one was wilted out to the point that I thought it was dead. And then when I went to the grocery store a little bit after noon, I threw a bunch of water in there. By the time I got back from the grocery store, it was back up and vibrant again. So this guy's going to make it. I'm actually looking forward to having habanero. My celery plant wilted to hell, but I don't know if he's going to make it or not. but I'm going to try it. It was kind of cool to see that it grew or not. And that head of romaine is doing well. That broccoli, I don't think it's going to grow. It was worth a try, though. I just wanted to see what kitchen scraps would grow and which ones wouldn't. That jug is nothing but weeds, and I don't know why, but I'm going to try and weed that out and get it going here. This thing of chivegrass is doing incredible. In fact, I maybe have to move him out just a little bit so he gets some more... Oh, I'm sorry, this is bunching onions, not chivegrass. But either way, it's doing incredible, so we'll get him out into the sun and see if we can get some more and get some more onions going. Oh, I didn't look at my onion vegetables up there earlier. My sage bush, the bird crapped on one of the sage leaves, but other than that, it's doing pretty well. That one was wilted pretty well too yesterday, but just throw some water on it, it perked right back up. So we'll start clipping off of that and maybe get some sage in my cooking. Or maybe some rosemary too. My poblano plant he switches between wilted and all kinds of good, so it looks like we'll probably get some good stuff off of that. The rosemary, of course, is doing well. This one's throwing some peppers up too, which I'm pretty excited for that. Let's see, what else do we have? We have got jalapenos here. This has probably been the best plant that I bought. And once again, I bought this as a full plant, so, but I mean, he's flowering, getting ready to throw off some jalapenos. So I'm gonna actually have some nice jalapenos coming up this year, which is pretty exciting. See anything germinating, and all at once now they're starting to pop up, so that'll be cool. The good pot of chivegrass, which is doing fairly well. We'll get some of that trimmed up here and throw some chives and everything. My romaine plant is splitting off into numerous plants here, so I've got some good romaine lettuce up here. I'm gonna let that one grow for a little bit more and see how that does. That's it. That was kind of cool. I just chopped off the bottom of romaine and it grew. My parsley plant is halfway between wilted and healthy, so maybe we'll cut some of the lower ones off of that guy and see how he does. And all my beans are just doing incredibly here. They're popping off flowers, they're getting ready to grow. The garden beans I didn't think needed a trellis, but once again, I do think I might have to actually get it. Oh, I have beans. I actually have legitimate beans at this point. They're little, but they're growing. So, yep, I actually have food. Not enough to eat, but I have food. It's an exciting thing. This bean plant too, he's popping off beans as well, so that's awesome. This one, ooh, this one's got good sized beans on it. Plant's not nearly as healthy. More beans over there. That one, I don't know if he's gonna make it or not. I think that's pepper right there, so we'll see if that one actually grows up and does something there. I gotta weed that guy too, because that one's getting a little bit crowded here. And then over here, this jug that I had that was an onion, let's get up over there and have a look. I actually just put a little clove of garlic in there yesterday to see if it'll grow or not, because I know I can grow the garlic because I have it up on the other end there, and we'll look at that just a little bit there. But I'm gonna actually throw a couple more cloves in this one. I've got a really old head of garlic that I want to use up here, so I'm gonna throw a few more in there and just see what it does. If it does as well as the ones in the little pots do, I'll be pretty excited, and I'll have a whole bunch of garlic. So let's go look at the little pots there, and then we'll call it a day, if I keep from putting my finger over the viewfinder anymore. The green onions are doing well, and I mean, they're growing. So, and I thought that they were just going to grow little green onions. I didn't realize that green onions were just small, full-size onions here, but I mean, you look at that there, they're starting to get wide and fat. This one here is starting to get huge as compared to when yeah, that one was one I just trimmed. That's the first garlic that I put in that he threw up a stalk. I just cut the stalk off of that one, thinking that it was dead and I was gonna have to pull it, but I cut the stalk off and it's growing more, so it's got to be growing something more under the soil. So we'll see what happens there. And then, yep, another little clove of garlic there that I'm gonna see if it grows. It's already starting to shoot off a stalk there, so we'll see what happens there. And then another onion that was just a regular size green onion when it started, and now it's got to that size. So I think these are going to turn into full-size onions. I really do. So we're going to keep growing. And yeah, I know I may sound a little bit ignorant for what I've been doing here. Oh, look at, we got little plant over here too. I didn't notice that before. that one might be separating off into a new plant, so I might have a new Venus flytrap here growing as well. We'll be watching that one as we go. Yeah, I know, like I said, it sounds like I'm ignorant right now on how plant and horticulture life work, but I mean, this is the first time I've grown a garden. So I didn't know how a lot of this stuff worked, and now I do. So I'm going to keep going here, plant my onions when I cut them up from here on out. Plant them above the soil instead of going all the way into the soil. Let them grow, see what they do for growing. But once again, chop the stalks off the green onion. I mean, I've needed green onion for a while, and I've been using a lot of it, and I've only bought the one bunch this year, so we'll see what happens there. But yeah, this has been your garden update here. I'm pretty pumped for everything that's happening here. The wasp there has managed to not sting me the whole time I've been doing this, because I did this last year too, and they all did the same thing. But yeah, we'll have some more stuff. I'll probably have some food for the winter. I'll have some carnivores for sale coming up later on in the year. And like I said, if you're interested, we can get a PayPal arrangement and get a shipping arrangement down, and I'd gladly send you some of these. So thanks everybody for checking out my garden here. It's getting more exciting, especially now that, like I said, yes, I see beans, which means I actually have food that I can eat off my garden. And everything was worthwhile at this point. For, what was it? I spent like 15 bucks on seeds, and what am I probably going to save? 40, 50 bucks on food if I throw out a decent bounty off of this. And I don't know, 30 bucks on various different plants that were over at Menards on sale. Or were they at Menards? No, they were at Home Depot, because we went to Home Depot because I didn't want to throw the mask on for Menards. But yeah, just for all this stuff, what I would get out of it versus what I would pay to the grocery store for it, I think it's going to be worth it. Plus, I expand this even further, which I'm very excited for, because I really do want to go out and grow my own food, and maybe even throw some stuff into the farmer's market as well. Make a little bit of money back off of it. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? But that's going to be it for today. So thanks everybody for checking out my garden here. And I got to plug my phone in anyway, because it just, I'll go back and check out your live chat, see if you